Throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up and saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the first round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They complete it to Hill.
Another huge season last year for Tyreek Hill, teaming up with Patrick Mahomes. Close to 1,300 yards receiving. 15 touchdowns as well, and that was second only to Davante Adams. We know about the big plays. Also makes the dependable chain-moving catches as well.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So their trails on the situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before the... Work it across midfield.
First down, Kansas City.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And this is caught, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Three yards remain for second down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 26, check 26.
Second down, back to Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 24. Check 24.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Sanders toss left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Switch, switch, switch. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get the ball.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Here comes Sanders on the toss right, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. On Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got Burton here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd down, back to Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Got a man. It's Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Hurts. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They'll try the left side. Sanders. 158 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. He's got a man complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead.
Eagles 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Hill on the return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Mahomes going to throw. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Right back to Sanders on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The rain compounding issues here for a possible field goal try. They'd love to obviously get closer or even pick up the first down if they can. It's 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This will be from 53 for the win. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Just a tough way to end this ball game. You give your kicker the shot there, albeit a pretty long one, not meant to be.
It certainly wasn't. And kickers, they're better athletes than they've ever been. They're more accurate than they've ever been. But we have to keep reminding ourselves that distance is not a give-me. That's a long way for any kicker to make it. He missed on that one.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw is Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
Do what we do.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Kansas City, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.